I'm recording now. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for taking time out of your day to talk with me a little bit.
Oh, sure, my pleasure.
Because I was just wanting to ask a few questions. If you could just be honest and whatever pops into your mind. Okay?
Absolutely, yes.
All right. Tell me a little bit about your experience with the firm. First of all, how did you learn about the firm and why did you go ahead and decide to go with us?
Right. We learned about the firm through a mutual friend who is actually an attorney and a close friend of ours. He knew the reputation that your firm has, and he suggested that in the situation that we needed to use you for, that you guys would be absolutely fantastic and the best person to take this case on.
Wonderful. And which attorney did you have that helped you with your case?
Yes, it was Bill Gullberg.
Bill Gullberg, okay. And if I could ask you just a general, overall, how do you would rate, say the firm, your experience?
Superior.
Superior?
It was just a fantastic experience. To be honest, really no one ever wants to have to, come to an attorney because of a certain need. But everyone just treated me so well and our family so well. I just would say absolutely superior.
Great. And your attorney, of course, probably the same?
Yes. Bill right off made me feel comfortable. He was very caring and respectful. It's just so knowledgeable, just put you at ease right away and made you feel he was very confident in you and the case he was readying for you.
Great. And the other staff, did you feel that they were sensitive to your needs?
Absolutely fantastic. I had both the pleasure of meeting Kyle and Meagan, and I had to work with them a couple of times because Bill was on other cases. They were fantastic, just didn't miss a beat, were very familiar with my case, and just made our family feel very comfortable when they stepped up to the plate also.
Great. More specifically, regarding Bill's representation of your case, did you feel that he represented your interest and aggressively fought for you on your case?
He certainly did. I knew he was on my side from the beginning. I knew he was going to pursue it as aggressively as need be. That's what made me feel so good about having him. It wasn't just... He didn't treat me like a number. I knew that I was important to him and that he was going to be out there fighting for everything and anything that he could do for me. He knew my rights and he wanted to make sure that they were taken care of and served.
Great. Now, as far as being accessible, were you able to communicate with him? Did you have any trouble getting in touch or contact?
Never. We, for the very first time, needed to get in touch with him on a Sunday. And we're absolutely sure that that was not going to be the case. However, pleasantly surprised. He was very available and just basically started working for us on a Sunday. And then on Monday, we were able to then meet with him at the office and proceed from there. So total accessibility. And the other thing is the staff here, Debbie and Chris both, tremendous. Every time I called, made me feel comfortable, just acted like it was no problem for me calling, because sometimes I was a little worried about things. I didn't know the process. They were there to guide me, hold my hand, and by golly, if they didn't know the answer right then and there, they found out and they got right back to me. So that was a great comfort also.
That's really good to hear. And I guess if I can elaborate just a little bit on that with you, wasn't that, because I understand the fears, and especially on a Sunday, was that not just great to be able to then breathe and instead of being constricted, worried about your situation?
Right. It's just a burden that's lifted from you. You know somebody has your back and that they are really and just there from the very beginning. It's not like they're coming in, halfway through the process and trying to take care of you. It was just such a burden that was lifted from myself and our family. I guess the other thing that I really like is, as I mentioned about the staff and the other attorneys here in the firm, along with Bill, it's very much of a team atmosphere. And that is something that I really, really liked and looked forward to working with everyone, because I knew that it was a team. It wasn't just me out there by myself hoping and wanting the best. They were providing the best.
Great. And I'm guessing, because I think we kind of covered, I'm sure he explained the case to you very well. You weren't surprised by too many things. You knew what was going on each step of the way.
I was never surprised. He told me from the very beginning, this is going to be a process. There are steps. There are legal steps. There are, paperwork steps. There are many, many different things, too many to even mention. But he told me from the very beginning, I know what I'm doing. I can take care of everything you need. But there is a process that you have to go through. And so I stayed calm, which he always had a very calm demeanor, and that helped me to stay calm. And he worked me through every step of the way, and I knew that he was knowledgeable and caring, and that, he was going to get the things done that I needed done.
Great. Well, I guess I probably already know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Sure.
Were you satisfied with the firm regarding the outcome of your case?
I was extremely satisfied. I know that there are so many technicalities and so many little legalities that you have to just really, really know the law and know the steps that you can take to get the best for your client. And that's exactly what Bill did for me.
Good deal. Would you ever use the firm again should the need arise?
Absolutely. I would recommend this firm to anyone that I know. I would use the firm again. I feel like they have just gone above and beyond the call of duty to take care of my family. I certainly would, yes.
Well, that's wonderful. And at this time, I guess my only last question would be, are there any additional comments that you'd like to make at this time? Or?
I would. I'd just like to reiterate the fact that this firm is a team. And when you get them, you're getting a whole team working for you. It's so important to be able to have your needs met at a time where, your family is in a little bit of a crisis, and that's why you're here. So when you feel confident that you can call at any time on a Sunday or, in the evening, and that you will get your questions answered, because let's face it, sometimes things come up that you don't think about during quote unquote regular business hours, and that you need those services and just to have a peace of mind. So with the knowledge, the superior service that I received, I just want to make sure everybody knows that this is a great team, and that I would suggest, if anyone does ever have a need for an attorney, that Bill Gullberg is a great one.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome.